Right, my darlings, I'm back with memories, readings of my memories from 3rd of January, now 2024. It's titled, Rubber Ducky, You're the One, and Other Miracles Involving Beer. And it begins on the 3rd of January 2022. 4:40 a.m. I have given up on getting any more sleep. After that nightmare, I was up all night. My poor bladder. Annoying. I went out just now to gaze a few moments at the sunrise. It's supposed to be good for you. However, I am so tired that any benefits of that low-level radiation were lost on my retinas. I have skin cancers blooming on my back again. They itch and hurt according to their whims. I lathered go-to cola cream on them, and they responded by stinging, not pleasant. I am due to see the skin doctor, but dread it. Still, I need to get them checked, I suppose. Spirit has been showing me an image the past few days of a giant steel colander. Turning slowly as if opening a portal or releasing energy. I presume through the holes where water would pour through in a drain of a sink. No idea what that even means, but I am bordering on a psychosis after lack of sleep and the feeling of abandonment I get at this time of year. It's like an intense oppression. Most of my neighbours have gone on holiday, so I should be making use of this time to smash out more copper bangles, as there are few left to bitch about the noise, but I'm not motivated at the moment. Also, nothing's sold, so that is distressing. Once again, my work is devalued, undermined, or stymied. What's the point? But I will carry on making things, I suppose. It's just a distraction while I mark out my time, awaiting death. "12:17 a.m. I just woke up from another nightmare. This time it was about my daughter Crystal opening a restaurant. There's a little Indian myna bird watching us through the window. Cute. It was opening night and the restaurant was full of customers. Lots of children that I was trying hard to entertain while Crystal cooked. But after people started getting fractious about their meals not arriving, I went to check on her. She had made a small bowl of potato salad with only very large uncut potatoes. There was not enough food to feed a busy restaurant. I flew into a rage as I kept saying that I had had 2 chefs offer their services that day, but I had turned them away as I had trusted in my daughter's capabilities. During the dreamscape, before I discovered the meals were not arriving, I had been swanning around the restaurant like a diva and had admired the children's clothing. One little girl had a salmon pink velvet skirt and matching top in some light voile. The dress was salmon pink. I admonished the child for crushing the thick double velvet, and her parents and grandparents smiled at me with gratitude as, after all, kids have no concept of the value of double velvet. And the little girl was roughhousing with all the other children. Who does that remind me of? I was also overdressed as a child in very opulent German tailored clothings, so opulent and so tailored that the kids at school used to beat me up, right? I looked across at another table and it had my former suitor, Steph, sitting there with his flaming red hair and glasses, sort of staring at me like a lost boy, as he does in real life, with 3 or 4 women. We never had sex or anything like that. He did kiss me once, but he was another oddball that followed me around for years at the casino, but he did ask me a few times out on a date too, but then he never followed through. That's how nutty he was. But anyway, he was a nice enough fellow to dance with at the casino, but I knew I couldn't rely on him for anything more meaningful because he couldn't follow through. He was just too insane. Another one, another nut. But anyway, he was a nice enough fellow. He worked in IT and was a very brilliant mind, but completely acopic when it came to women. My heart sank. This is in the dream, people. This is not real life. I had not expected to have customers in the restaurant that I knew from the past. I gave him a warm, friendly smile. There was also a lift that looked like a Victorian-style glass elevator, which was curved up and down stairs like on an elliptical trajectory instead of straight up and down. I asked the children if they wanted a ride in the UFO lift. A few got in with me and they loved it. But by the end of the dream, I was apologising to everyone about the lack of food and their time being wasted. I woke up with a jolt of shock as it felt so real. I felt bad for yelling at my daughter, who was trying so hard to establish her new restaurant. I wanted to tell her she was a success for working so very hard at her dreams of being a restaurant owner, and next time we would hire a chef. But the dream was ended and the smoke of reality had supplanted it, and I knew it was too late. The damage was done. I got up to pee and then grabbed a sip of water, feeling wrung out, dehydrated and exhausted from my brain, which never stops. It really doesn't, people. The dream had me behaving like a narcissist, and I did not like the feeling of failure or having to tell customers there was no food prepared. I could have prepped food for my daughter, but in the dream she rejected my help in the kitchen and left me out front of house to entertain or hostess the people. Interesting. But now I must launch back into sleep, Lila Tov. It was a bit prescient in a way, that dream, because last year she was in a play and she was adamant she didn't want me to attend her play, which was very traumatizing and upsetting to me because I've gone to almost all of her plays since she became an actor in early childhood. So I was really deeply offended. And she did eventually change her mind and get me to come for the the pre-run through, one of the rehearsals. And, it was actually insulting that she didn't have me there, at her opening night with all the other mothers of the actors. And I was like cast aside like a dirty rag. But anyway, it is what it is. The ivory tower syndrome, darling. I think she's too good for me now. But, yeah, another insult I received, along with the casino telling me I wasn't 5-star enough. I mean, who do these fucking nitwits think they really are? They're the low-grade, low-class ones to treat me so awfully when I've done nothing wrong. 3rd of January 2021. Still is, I commented. Her intuition was her favourite superpower. Last night I deleted Simon's phone number because I'm not going to ever ring him, and it's pointless. And I blocked him on Facebook. Not that he's messaging me, don't get me wrong, but I just thought I'll just block it. That way there's no avenue of contact open, and move on, right? We've got to move on. I don't know why, but for some reason I'm really still upset about that. It's like almost a month later. I should be over it by now. I guess it's just, it's not nice to lead people on, tease them along, be cruel, So there is that. But I'm feeling very, my intuition it's a weird energy today. It's kind of a jangled feeling, like little fingers reaching out to me. I feel like there's some weird thing going on with me today that I'm picking up on, and I don't actually know what it actually means. I guess I'll find out in time. What was that noise, Charlie? That was a weird noise. That little birdie outside. So yeah, I'm very hyper vigilant today, and very hyper. Yeah, like my intuition is just sparking out in all directions. It's very odd. It's an odd sensation. Maybe I'm getting sick. Sometimes I get overly innervated and activated when I'm getting sick, but I hope not, because I'm still recovering from the last illness, really. For the love of God. I can hear people out there, I just can't see them. Oh well, must be the neighbours doing their thing, strutting their stuff. Where were we? Oh yes, her intuition was her favourite superpower. 3rd of January 2020. It's a child, it's a little kiddies across the road. I can hear them squealing with delight, so that's good. Children should be squealing with delight. Children should be happy, especially in this fucked up paradigm. Let them be happy for as long as they can. The sweet innocence of youth. 1:11 a.m. Make a wish. C'est la vie en rose. Dream big, dream beautifully. Sei gesund, that means be well. Love is the law. Back off, all ye feckless tricksters. I call upon the ancestors, angels and fae that love me and have my back to reveal true hearts and minds and slough off the rest, with no harm, no foul, but a gentle purging, like a cool bath on a hot day. Can the sea monkeys gift me enough money to buy my much desired and needed air conditioner, and let's go a little crazy why not? And ask the multiverses for a swimming pool too. And yes, the air conditioner was gifted to me by my beautiful earth angel friend, which I'm so grateful for. I really am. The swimming pool, however, is a very large ask. I'd need fencing and I'd need permission from Housing Commission and I'd need lots and lots of money and then I'd need to maintain it, wouldn't I? But Mama T dreams opulently as always. Australia is burning, I am dying, and I want to live opulently before I dry out like a flat desiccated lizard. But then, on the other hand, the gods kept me safe here, even in my abject poverty. I am hot as Hades and just as dry, but happy in my own way. So it's not so bad. So many, many people and wildlife have died for no good reason but the malevolence of arsonists and climate change deniers. A genocide in plain sight, but still no one is fighting back, which I find astonishing, people. I am alive still. A reward for what? Not dying in infancy or as prey to sexual predators. Pardon me. Mind-blowing. 3rd of January 2019. Watching Bird Box. Utterly terrifying movie, but very well made. Meditating on one of my heart-shaped rocks, I was briefly shown the image of an isosceles triangle with a triskele inside it. I tried to Google the meaning, but only got a triangle with a triquetra inside it, which means enduring, and is called a Mersenne knot. Mersenne or Mersenne? I don't know how to pronounce it actually. I don't speak Gaelic. Close enough, I guess. No idea what that image means for me personally, but time will tell. Smiley face. Lying in my hammock, reading, resting, musing, I got an urge to listen to Leonard Cohen sing Hallelujah. A few moments into the song, I saw 4:44 p.m. on my iPhone, so Googled the meaning of that. Apparently, I am on my right path and in harmonic resonance with the gods, and they are pleased with me. 2 synchronicities in a few minutes is rather powerful. I shall see what manifests. I was feeling unsettled and anxious earlier, but now calm and peaceful. Being loved by the spirit world has great benefits. And this is in response to a meme I posted, and I said, being half German, I still find this hilarious. Ich liebe dich. And it says, tell someone you love them today because life is short, but shout it at them in German because life is also terrifying. Ich liebe dich. I mean, someone has to have German parents to write that meme. It's just hilarious. 3rd of January 2018. Today is the day that Crystal arrives back in Brisbane. I have no idea what time. She is being picked up by her friends. Sighs. So I need to wait for the rubbish truck to come up this way. I guess I just have to let it all go. The anxiety, and the broiling excitement. Too many unrequited loves have made me an emotional wreck. I'm going to go to Carindale to buy the decoupage varnish stuff, but the lawnmower man is due today, so not sure what time, so I might have to wait until he arrives. Jared is coming to see me at 1:30 p.m. That will be nice. We have missed Crystal, and he knows I have gotten myself all verklempt over her imminent arrival. 3rd of January 2017. Swishing my mouth with coconut oil and 3 drops of tea tree oil. Not tasty, but my tongue looks much better. Hopefully the pain goes away. I can't keep taking strong Panadol forever. Ugh. 3rd of January 2016. I was amazed to observe my beautiful women friends gently move into a circle surrounding me on the dance floor last night. An enemy who has caused me endless irritation and at times distress was attempting to intimidate me. I'm not afraid of her, but the last time she harassed me led to a rather disturbing chain of events. I just turned my back on her, as really she is so mentally disturbed that she has a huge envy of me. Based on what? Who knows? But my women friends gently protected me as they feared another situation where I might, understandably, lose my patience with the woman, and knowing full well how the casino vilified me instead last time, they protected me. I feel very much loved and cared for. Let's face it, we all have so much fun together, primarily because we share our talents, our joy in dancing and music, and our fun and laughter without envy or judgment. We support each other in that space. We, to quote Moana, congratulate, don't denigrate. I loved that. It is wonderful to be a part of a group of women who are beautiful, mature, wise, and encouraging of each other. Thank you. It was a rare and unusual experience to see you all rally around me. As it says in the Witch's Rede, and harm ye none, do what ye will. I was out in the garden with the animals. John, my crazy Romanian neighbour, comes over. Dear Goddess, he was a pest at times. Kid, can you give me a lift to the pub? I said, no, you've been badly behaved and threatened to rape me, so no lift for you. He acted like he didn't remember. Probably didn't. He apologised and kept asking, did he really say that? I said, yeah, why would I make something like that up? I threatened to cut your throat and you thought it was funny. He said, it is funny. I said, no, it is insane. Also, you gotta worry, as my psychiatrist says, I might kill the next person who abuses me. That is serious shit, dude. Don't ever disrespect me like that again. I didn't mean it. I was drunk. Because he said that in a Romanian accent. He's dead now, but it's true. I know. That is why it is getting dangerous. You don't remember what you say to women. That is why you are alone. Then I told him he should limit his drinking. With his swollen ankles, his diabetes will get out of control and they will amputate your feet. He said, bullshit. I said, bullshit, nothing. That is what happens to diabetes to diabetics who don't look after themselves. He died alone in his house. I didn't even know he was dead until I smelt him like 4 days later. Oh, dear goddess. Then I told him he should... Oh, no, I just said that already. He wandered up to Jenny's house. That's my neighbour on the end of my street. To ask her to drive him. She is a registered nurse, but maybe she doesn't mind rape threats as much as I do. Dear goddess. I told him the last man who threatened to rape me outside the casino, I chased into the middle of Elizabeth Street and told him I hoped he'd get run over. John looked horrified. Good. Dear goddess, what a fucking life. 3:50 a.m. in a hot Epsom salt bath. Very sore feet. We all had fun dancing. Good to be home though. Some good-looking Irishman with lovely curly hair followed me because I love men with beautiful hair. They must have nice hair. Otherwise I can't abide men that don't have hair or horrible looking hair or stringy hair or fuck me. I'm very particular about my fetishes. Yes, I have fetishes too that I don't act on people. Thanks for that, Charlie. My lovely dress. I told you not to shit on me. What did you do? You had to shit on me. It's not very nice. Look, stained my dress. Oh well, it won't be the first time I've been shit stained by one of my beloveds, and it won't be the last. Seriously. Happy New Year. Scrub-a-dub-a-dub-a-dub. Grotty bird. Grotty, grotty birdie. Mama's grotty bird. Some good-looking Irishman with lovely curly hair followed me walking down to Margaret Street, which was a bit bloody inappropriate actually. Then he asked me for a light for a cigarette. I wasn't frightened, but a tad alarmed that I'd not heard him coming up behind me. He was okay, didn't hassle me or anything. I had my high-heeled boots off and was walking in my stockings, so if he had jumped me, I would have taken an eye out with my stilettos. Glad that didn't happen. Not worth the jail time, lol. I got to my car safely, ate some leftover KFC chicken, then drove home. Kellyanne asked, why Epsom salts in the bath? I said, magnesium to alleviate muscle cramps and jagged nerve endings in my legs, arthritic knee and feet, which spasm from dancing in high heels. I tried flat shoes, but the pain is pretty much the same. I have had septic arthritis in 2012, so basically any exercise flares everything up. I make myself dance each weekend as the exercise is good for my lungs and toning, but I can really only manage one night now. It takes me 4 days of bed rest to recover. All good. I'm determined to have fun before I die. And then Kellyanne thanked me for that suggestion because she has similar issues. So we won't bother reading through all of that. And my laptop's done a little dance again, going all over the show. Come on, Charlie, you got to get off there. It's making my laptop do weird things. It's doing weird things anyway, I think, Charlie. Oh, my my goodness, where were we? Scrolling, 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 scrolling. So I tell her, she's going on about the Epsom salt baths, I tell her, hot as you like bath, 3 big handfuls of Epsom salts. You can add herbs like rosemary, lavender, peppermint, thyme in a little cloth sachet, or their essential oils. Just yummy. But I love soaking in a hot bath after a frenetic night out. I am known for chatting on Power Talk, cam off of course. The men thought it was hilarious when I let them hear the sound of water going down my drain, anti-clockwise down under, and the extraordinarily loud gurgling, sucking noises my housing commission plumbing makes. They were still laughing for weeks after, because they didn't realise they were talking to me while I was actually in the bath. I also watch Netflix TV shows while in the bath on my laptop or iPhone sat next to me on the laundry hamper. I know how to look after myself in style. 3rd of January 2015. Today I visited with Crystal some of her friends. They had a beautiful cockatoo the husband offered to give me. The wife said no, she loves him too much. He was a beautiful bird, but I said I wouldn't take him as he loved the husband so very much. I spent some time talking to him, the bird, not the husband. They said the cockatoo hated strangers and would squawk at them, but Charlie, that bird's name was Charlie too, and I got along fine. He even nibbled my fingers a bit, but he didn't let me give him scratches. They had a lovely dog too, part Rottweiler, German Shepherd. I love making friends with people's pets. Actually, if I go to a party, I usually avoid the people and end up talking to their cat or dog. I'm a bit weird like that. Well, humans have historically let me down, so animals, however, their love is always authentic. Isn't it, Charlie? Yes, she says. My love is authentic, Mama T, even though I do shit down your neck, literally. 3rd of January 2014. Well, spank my ass and call me Judy. John, my crazy Romanian neighbour, who claims to have once been a vet but is now chronic drunk, has kept Tabitha alive for another 24 hours. Gobsmacked. Where do you think you're going, Charlie? He gave her 6 mils of beer, of all things. Sent her home with me with instructions to give her milk in the syringe. She is drunk as a dying chicken, but still in with a fighting chance. I am amazed, as I expected to be adding her to the pet cemetery under my tulip tree today. I think she might just live. So awesome. I have come down with sinus problems and a sore throat. Great. Bloody sick again, for fuck's sake. Yes, for fuck's sake, Charlie. It's constant. 3rd of January 2013. It's having a stretch. Yesterday evening has been so spiritual and enriching on Power Talk. Wonderful, positive, encouraging chats and so much healing. I am so happy and blessed. Just wow. I am so happy right now. 2013 and beyond are going to be awesome. I am going to be awesomer. Life finally makes sense. Oh, if only, my darling, if only. No bites, mama. No, no, no. No, no, no. 2:11 a.m. Time for dreams, but still so very happy. Look at her. She's really frisky. She's really quite going to town. Frisky birdie. 3rd of January 2012. Gail and Talia came and visited, and we had a nice afternoon. Then went to Macca's for dinner. It's a lovely evening. Lynn is coming to visit me tomorrow, so that will be nice too. And in response to an article called After the Rapture, Pet Care, which was hilarious, people. All the animals would be left behind because all the other souls had raptured off, right? So I wrote, smiley face, not biting hard like that, naughty. I wrote, I'd rather stay on earth and look after the rapture makers' pets too, lol. Of course, I believe my pets have souls, and they will probably join up in the rapture too. I think my pets are way holier than some Christians I knew, untainted, even if they do have to clean their privates with their own tongues. But you get that if you are a four-legged friend. Pleasant day yesterday and mellow day today. The sun is shining. It's a tad too humid, which means a potential storm tonight. Sigh. Birds are chirping. Everyone peaceful. And I am a tad bored. Why are you stretching like that, Charlie? Bring on the stormy weather, laughing my ass off. Well, the weather seems to be picking up outside. It's actually, the sun's come out, looks less murky and grey. I was starting to get an attack of the bloody sads with all that grey misery, then staring at grey fences and grey painted houses and my fucking soylent green neighbourhood. Oh dear goddess. 3rd of January 2011. Frenetic cleaning, frenzy, quasi-mania, the things that get done when you get mad but can't get even. Completely knackered, day 3 of cleaning frenzy. Now I have freshly steam cleaned lounge room windows and freshly laundered curtains. Might have to wash the curtains again as I hung them up and promptly burnt all the tree branches in the brazier, so now have smoky curtains, lol. Still haven't washed, to do this left-handed, Charlie. Still haven't washed floors, don't mention the floors. It's beyond outrageous and a very tired old joke. Wonder when I'll ever walk on clean floors again. It's cool though, because now I can see out my living room windows and not be hidden behind a haze of filth. Woohoo! Still have to clean the bedroom window behind my bed as I did the other one the other day, fully intending to do both, but ran out of steam and cedar oil to complete the marathon dusting effort in there. Oh my God, will it ever end? This is what happens when you grieve dead mothers, dead relationships, have ugly will disputes, go out in the garden every day to escape your reality, work too much in the garden and neglect your actual house. I will overcome. I reckon if I can keep up the pace, the focus, the stamina, the willpower, and have a few more weeks of weird nocturnal mania, I might get on top of the schmozzle, or end up with 3 bedrooms and a living room with partially cleaned aspects and have to work my way around again to finish the job. Ha 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 ha! Insane laughter. Tomorrow I must go to Bunnings to buy more furniture polish, some bolts and nuts for some lovely door handles I bought years ago, which deserve to be finally put on cupboard doors, and any other fascinating little schmonzes I decide I have to have, lol. Oh, I drilled holes in the bedroom wall and hung up my necklaces on the new second-hand but lovely brass hook I bought in Lifeline for $3. I gave it a good clean and polish with Brasso, and it's magnificent. I'm thrilled with my little find and my creating order out of chaos for little money. I'm feeling very creative right now, lol. P.S. Garden is looking great too. Hopefully the lawns get mowed tomorrow, which reminds me they need to be mowed ASAP too. My caseworker rang me this morning and said he was supposed to come on the 31st. So I don't know what the fuck, but anyway, she'll remind him that he needs to come, so hopefully I'll hear from him soon. Anyway, on that note, instead of worrying about lawn mowing, I'm a bit tired now. So, thus concludes my readings of today's even date, 3rd of January 2024. And the sun has come out to shine on us and fill our hearts with joy and UV radiation of a different kind. And yes, be happy, be blessed, and talk to you tomorrow, no doubt. Take good care of yourselves in the space-time continuum, and stay wild, stay free, stay happy. Sending much love out to you all. Bye for now from Sacred Space.